Do you reckon you can get a better time, Billy?
Definitely not. I mean, especially with Forrest playing on such a high sensitivity, he can flick around and kill all those bots as well as he can kill people. And I'm sure with about 20 hours on the game, he can do 10 times better than I can with any amount of hours on it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What are your odds? What do you... So, coming on towards the, I guess, the odds of this match, but you said that there's not much chance for Ghost Gaming in this. If you were a betting person, where would you be putting your money on? Where would the smart money be?
Probably not at all. I would say
Not at all. Okay.
yeah. I mean, you put a fair amount of on Liquid. They're going to have quite high odds, and you're going to get a small reward. It's just not worth taking the risk for the tinier reward in terms of betting that in case something weird does happen, like Liquid just has a really off day and Ghost wins a map off of them, or causes an upset. The potential reward for betting on this match is just not really there.
Yeah. That's probably about what I'd say as well. The Ghosts probably have... I was generous yesterday, and I'll probably say that today, just after seeing how they played, they probably have a less than 5% chance of victory. Probably that's even being a little bit more generous.
Yeah,
No? Yes?
no, yeah, I would say so unless they really step up. I mean, these are the teams that we've been given in Pro League, so they really need to sort of step up and show us what they're made of if they're going to show that they deserve this Pro League spot and that they are able to step up and play with the best. Otherwise, I just really rather see another like NA team who's working hard and plugging away there. Maybe a team like Rise Nation or something like that, moving up into the Pro League and getting a bit more experience. Because otherwise, it's just a bit of a wasted spot up in the Pro League. A team that can make a couple of upsets and then maybe like change their roster and move their way. Like, sure, they do earn their spot, but once, especially with a team like this where one of your star players goes to another team and stuff like that, and then you're still competing in the Pro League, it's just a little bit sad to see. It would be nice if they step up and they start to play a little bit better, and over the next couple of games they really show us that they've got a little bit more to play for here. But at this point, with the showing yesterday and especially against Liquid, just getting a few rounds on the board, getting 10 rounds or something on one of these maps would be a little bit more of a promising sign. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here. And maybe looking for a couple of their players to step up and show us that they've got what it takes.
I also say for Ghost as well. I mean, the big defining factor is that they are using a substitute at the moment. So it's B, their coach, obviously is filling in. The team's name originally was B's Money Crew, so he is filling in as a sub. But obviously, mechanically wise, I don't think he's a better player than Neptune. I think that'd be a fair thing to say, but Neptune can't compete for a while because of his age restriction. So hopefully when Neptune is allowed to compete, when he turns of age, hopefully he can bring some bit of a change. Because we saw, just as you were mentioning earlier, you're talking about, because we always go back towards Rogue Gaming, right? They're very similar lineups. You have a couple, I'd say probably Rogue on paper has better talent, just slightly, in terms of they've got better experience for Hiko, they've got more talent, they managed to pick up Wardell, they have obviously Vice who performed very well today. If Ghost Gaming are able to do the same with this young talent, they can try to push them to, go a little bit further than they normally wouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you've really got going for you if you're on the Ghost side and you're going up against a juggernaut like Liquid. You've got those young, talented stars and they're an unquantifiable, unknown factor. Sometimes these guys can just come out of nowhere and have an insane game that can put you over the line, but that'll need to be the biggest factor coming in for Ghost here, is just overperformance of individual players and having a good read on how Liquid's going to play.
Yep, that's pretty much the summary of that one, really. I'm not sure what else you want to cover in terms of the map pool. I believe we are going on towards Mirage as our first map, so we obviously spotted that in the last matchup we saw between Optic and Rogue. Do you think it's going to be very similar? How would the playstyles differ? Liquid, what would they want to do in Mirage?
For Liquid or for Ghost?
For Liquid first, and we'll go on towards Ghost.
I mean, Liquid can just play fairly straight up. They don't really have to do anything too special. It'll be a similar thing that we'll see between Rogue and Optic that we saw before. Even if Ghost has a couple of strategies that can work quite well, that they can execute quite well against Liquid. I mean, Liquid's got a very good IGL in Stanislaw and a good coach in terms of Zeus, who, they may or may not be using for online matches and stuff. But even if Ghost is able to throw a few spanners in the works and get a few punches in, you know, Liquid's going to be able to recover and adjust, and that's where that second layer of either individual plays is going to have to come out from Ghost, or they're going to have to make a nice adjustment from one of their players, or making a nice call, maybe identifying a weakness in Liquid's defense, or just coming away with the right call, you know, for the round in question.
Yep, so who would be your players to watch for this? I mean, for Ghost as well as for Liquid.
For Ghosts, I don't mind Seb. He's pretty good to watch. And then for Liquid, I mean, you could pretty much watch anybody on that team. They're all talented. They've all got, you know, some great skills. We've seen them showcase it time and time again. So yeah, I think I'm not as familiar with the Ghost Gaming lineup, so I'm not really too sure. But just stats wise and keeping an eye on things, I've seen Seb be fairly consistent for Ghost.
Yeah, Seb, for me, Rix has really been the standout, and just then the odds. I mean, that's pretty much, as you said earlier, you have to put a lot of money to make a massive return. And on Liquid, obviously, and Ghost, heavy outsiders after yesterday's performance, I'd say. Coming on towards Mirage now. We've said all that there is really much to be said. I mean, we could probably boil down towards and talk about exactly what Liquid are going to be doing, but I'd rather let the players themselves demonstrate and show.
Yeah, doesn't really do it justice until you see it in action. Let's see what they can do, and I'm not really sure of the map picks. I'm not too sure if you know, but it'd be interesting to see who starts on what side.
I think Liquid starting CT, it's Ghost pick.
Okay. So, fairly slow start from Ghost here. They're going to spread out across the map, try to punish any aggression from Liquid. Looks like Liquid's going to push up double halls. Let's see if they're able to get anything out of this. Ghost looks like they are ready for this. Nitro going to walk up there. B looks like he's going to try and bait. He's going to get one beautiful little counter strat there from Ghost. Looks like they've seen this one before, and they're going to go aggressive up through the apartments. They don't need to overextend here. Connor going a little bit too far into the apps there. Could have been a 5 versus 3. They just need to chill out, get an idea of where Liquid's playing from, and try to attempt a group up and attack onto a bomb site.
Well, this is where it starts getting scary, because I think Liquid know that Ghosts have come back and floated towards the A site instead. ZQK, he's got the smoke and flashbang, but he's not using it just yet. B is trying to make that contact. He's got the USB retrieved earlier on. Twist head has been spotted out. They know that 2 swords ticket. Seb does well to take the head off a Liege, but Twist answering well. B definitely stepping it up as the sub. 3 kills so far, all of them headshots. ZQK going for the plant. JDM just a little bit more to the left. He would have hit it, but is unable to land the shots towards the end. Now down towards a 1 on 3.
Yeah, nice little setup here from Ghost Gaming, getting the smoke onto the middle of the site. Easy plant there down from Ghost and waiting for that B apps. The round just fell apart from there, even though Connor went a little bit over-aggressive in the B apps, just waiting for that push. They knew exactly what Liquid was going to do. They read them like a book and were able to convert the round back from there. And 3 kills from the sub coming in there. Let's see if he keeps performing to that level. And, I mean, you know, having young talent is one thing that you can't quantify, but having a coach step in and just start fragging some of the best players in the region is also a nice little thing you can get if you can get it going for you consistently.
Stanislaw just tapping away with a few CZ shots as Liquid have forced up into the round. 2 scouts, as a matter of fact, on both JDM and Twist. So looking to tag and bag on the back of this. Twist going to miss the first initial shot. There's the palace pressure also coming out now. But Nitro finds the right timing to find one. Does heavy damage on towards Seb, but can't get the kill. Has EQK assisting, and Elise just trying to watch the line right now. Twist taking a little bit of damage from the grenade. But all the CTs have floated over towards the A site, so it may not be a good idea to actually come towards A right now. Flashbangs are being flung towards Ticket, but they're still not busting out, and the utility is just dwindling away. They can throw as many flashbangs as they want, but either they have to back off or go, and it looks like the go signal is that they're pushing forward. Only a single flashbang for them to use now is Rix. He's coming in from behind. It's going to be a critical position. Going to be spotted out by Stanislaw, who does about 70 hit points worth of damage. Now coming on towards the site in the back of the last flashbang. A Liege so low as JDM picks up another kill. Liege finally gets taken out. Twist holding the line right now, daring them for them to cross. What a shot on towards ZQK. Drops the bomb as well. Spots out B, but B's able to get the kill on the low HP. Twist. B's just dancing around, needs to retrieve the bomb. 1 on 2. JDM with the scout, 30 seconds left.
Need to grab that bomb plant fairly quickly here for Ghost, but both of them are within one shot distance from a scout, so this round is getting a little bit interesting, and if you expect anybody to hit a couple of scout shots, it's going to be JDM. I'm sure he's lounging back, feeling very calm and relaxed in this situation, just going to try and scout out, see if he can find a Ghost player by changing up his angle, push onto the top of stairs from Rix, and JDM's not going to be able to make the adjustment in time to fix that one, and not a bad round from Ghost. Got a little bit scary there for a minute, and they are going to take heavy economic damage from that round, but contact play out from A. Looks like a bit of a theme here on Mirage today. These NA teams like to go for their contact out A on the majority of the rounds so far. Let's see if Ghost has got anything else in their arsenal. Maybe a bit of mid-control. Full save out here from Liquid, and impressive stuff here so far from Ghost. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A few P250s actually forced up on the side of Liquid, so still looking to do damage on this B-side stack. Rest of Ghost, they actually are coming towards the B-side, so they're starting to look a little bit scary if Ghost don't flush out the positions correct with Molotovs.
They haven't spent too much money here on a lot of their players. Looks like they're going to save quite a majority of their money. Stanislaw with 2 quick P250 headshots there as B tries to make a quick entrance into the site. Gets 2 of his own, 3 versus 2 here, but no armor or weapons for the Liquid side. They've only given away Mach 10 so far. Stan looking towards the short position, and Liquid trying to posture around, see if they can get another kill, or whether Ghost is going to head back towards a different bomb site.
Elige has kind of locked this out, though. He's coming in from behind. He's got a Mach 10. It's not the best weapon to be using in this situation, but it's better than a USB. Rick's still trying to find an opportunity. Just looking around. They're all looking towards ladder. They can suspect that he's in here. Rix, oh, he's going to be taken down by Elige. What great calibration coming out from Rix to take down 2. He was in a precarious situation, but he's able to get away alive. And once again, it was a good start for Liquid, but they can't follow it up on the back of Stanislaw's 2 picks. Bomb plant for short right now as Twist making a lot of noise. They know he's in market. He's going to bust straight out. He can't even take down Rix, and ZQK is going to finish it off. So Ghost do manage to take the 3. It was a little bit scary. They lose the AK, but they get the round, which is more important.
Definitely more important. Great stack there from Liquid, and something that really sets Liquid aside from other NA teams is you just saw Rix getting trapped in that ladder room there, and even though they're on a save, you know, it's a bit of a throwaway round. It shouldn't be that important, but they make the small call to isolate the ladder player, and they all try to converge on his position rather than just mindlessly going for, you know, the pistol shots. You know, that's the difference between a Liquid and a lower caliber team, and looks like another contact A, straight out the Palace onto the retake CT position. Liquid playing the 1-3-1 setup, expecting mid-control, and out comes the contact A and completely punishes them. So we're seeing a bit of a trend here, and let's see if Liquid's able to adjust to it just as Optic did. Yeah,
Ghost Gaming so far looking like they've done their homework, able to identify the weaknesses and pinpoint them precisely. I'd say that if Liquid don't get a pick or 2 picks right now, they'd have to back up. But look at this alert coming in from Rix. He's been doing this so well, coming in from behind Connector. They spot out B right now. Seb does manage to take down Elige. What shooting from JDM, and now comes Rix. They know exactly where he is. So Stanislaw, they know where he is. They have to go for this, but they don't have a kit, and Rix rescues the round. Nitro's going to save the M4. Great round from Ghost towards the end. It was getting a little bit scary. They might have to tighten up their retake just a little bit, because Liquid were able to just do so much damage on the back of basic utility. They didn't even have incendiary grenades.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be getting too excited here for Ghost so far in this game. I mean, so far they've basically just been, looks like they've done their homework and they've just been doing sort of we know this is how they generally play. On the pistol, we know they push B-apps. We're going to wait for them to do it. They do it, they punish them, they take the round. The anti-eco got scary there for Ghost. That's not a good sign for them. Maybe a little bit lacking discipline, a bit of an all-in call on the B attack there. They know that Liquid probably on their first gun round often goes for mid-control, so they go for the contact A. They know exactly where Twist likes to play for, and they instantly take him out. So, you know, it's good to get a few rounds on the board, come out strong on the gate, out of the gate. They've clearly done their homework, but when the game starts to get closer, when Liquid starts to get their economy rolling, will they be able to make the adjustments to take Liquid out, and will they be able to roll with this lead, or will they throw it away like Rogue did in the getting off to a strong start last time against Optic?
That's a $10 question, isn't it?
Well, basically a $10 question, because if Liquid you know, does win this, then you'll be getting about $10 if you bet a lot of skins.
That's about right. If you put $10 in Ghost, you'd be getting about $50 back. So
that's not bad.
So any people who may have been wanting to go risky on Ghost, they'd probably be cheering Ghost on at the moment as they're about to attack on the A-bomb site. And ZQK, the bomb's been spotted out, so they know it's on the A-bomb site. We're going to check Firebox is a different story. Nitro is going to pick up the first bomb with the M4. Good counter takedown on JDM, but still 1-for-1s across the board, and Twist is still alive. He can probably just stay alive right now. Oh, Connor spotted him though. Twist just steps out just at the wrong time. And Connor's going to go for the open plant instead, but Stanislaw picks up another one. He's actually fake plant. This is good stuff from Connor because he realizes the danger of the CTs pushing him, and Rix and Connor team up to the very least once again win another round. But every single round is so scrappy on the side of Ghost. It's not clean. Their economy still looking pretty bad, even though they've won 5 rounds in a trot. And Liquid, now the double AWP comes out on both Nitro and JDM.
This is the double AWP that killed Rogue on their T side in the last game. Let's see how Ghost goes against it. The adjustment comes out from Liquid, and like we said, the rounds are getting a bit scrappy on the half buys of Liquid. This is the first full gun round where Ghost isn't going for a full counter strat of any kind. They're playing straight up, and they lose the first pick quickly into that round. So 5 versus 4 for Liquid, and Ghost's economy, like you said, not doing too well. So looks like on their default, with a few more decisions to make when they don't know exactly what they're walking into, Liquid seems to have the upper hand, but ZQK evening up onto Elige until Nitro punishes Connor for that push into the B apartments. 4 versus 3 here for Liquid, and looking like things are just evening out a bit more.
Yeah, it was really well. That was just ill discipline across the board of Ghost Gaming. I mean, losing the first pick, that's fine. Rix wasn't expecting for JDM to be playing so aggressively. No flashbangs, no smoke grenades, no defensive utility. He was expecting a bit of a safe time towards top mid and did get punished for it in the end. And what are they doing? If you're going to do a boost, do it properly, boys. As B just left out in the open, left to dry, and ZQK can't go out for the trade. 2-4.
Looking like the preparation has been the mainstay for Ghost's strategy so far. Bear in mind, only one impressive gun round here, and round in general here for Liquid, apart from maybe their successes in terms of stripping the economy on the anti-ecos on the Ghost side. Coming up connector here for ZQK and Seb, but the crossfire is set. Twist in such a strong position under that balcony with the AWPer to support him from triple. That's a nice shot from ZQK, making up from his form of yesterday, but 8 seconds to go, and looks like one of them will definitely try to punish this plant, but ZQK needs to land one of these shots very quickly if he's going to close this round out, and Stan is just going to be far too annoying, jumping around every corner, and ZQK, as soon as he misses one shot, it's all over.
Yeah, he needs to land that one to a Stanislaw to have a chance against Nitro. Then it was just down towards positioning, but Liquid do manage to land the first round, keep the double AWP set up alive.
Yeah, they get the double AWP, and Ghost gets the bomb plant, and so that'll allow them to get a bit of a buy into this round. Half of their players will have to go for pistols and util, and sort of just go for that approach. Let's see if they're going to do something a bit faster with to take advantage of the pistols. I would probably feign a bit of mid-pressure, sort of just throw off Liquid, and then maybe go for a contact play onto one of the sites with the pistols leading first. But let's see what they opt to do. Looks like 2 towards mid, looking like a bit of an A split, but with JDM playing aggressively up cat with that AWP, it's going to be a bit difficult, and Twist in position with the AWP, looking to farm some cash.
Dangerous round for both sides. If they do lose it, both their economies will be quite in dire straits. And Ghost split up across the map once again, and Connor, he knows that there wasn't AWP last time, so you can see how cautious he is this time, popping flashbangs before even contesting the position. Most likely will be an A side execute late, splitting off through mid-city connector, and there is going to be Twist playing close. Great flashbang coming in from Nitro to allow Twist on the push to B, so the bomb's actually going to move right back. Connor manages to catch JDM on the off timing. Elige, though, from city connector, finds the headshot towards Seb at the very least. So back down towards the 3 and 4. Action still continuing. Bomb slowly moving up through B apartments instead.
Looks like Liquid is definitely privy to this. Elige moving into position. Nitro covering that murder hole area. Connor's going to be the key player in this connector to see if he can do any damage, but he's got 35 seconds and he's taking this far too slowly to get anything done. If he overextends through that murder hole, and it looks like he's angling to do that with his teammates in position at B, then he's going to get taken out by Nitro very quickly here. And that's pretty much the round at that point, unless ZQK is able to get about 4 dinks with his Tech 9.
Yeah, I would like to see Ghost make a move earlier on towards B site before allowing Connor to come through. Because Connor going through there, it was just pretty much, it was a gamble. And you don't want to be making gambles towards that. You want him, if he's in that position going through murder hole, kind of want him to be coming in either afterwards or stopping the CTs from rotating. It's not a good position to be attacking in.
Yeah, I agree. I think Rix was kind of the key player coming up cat there. ZQK can't do anything with the Tech 9 from that B-Apps position, and it looks like a full eco here from Ghost. They really need to talk through what they want to do in this next round to see if they can make an adjustment, get another round on the board and start stripping the economy down from Liquid, because apart from those first couple of rounds where they had a bit of prep helping them out, helping their decisions, they're not able to get too much done on this T side, and Liquid's economy is only just going to continue building, and we know how dangerous Liquid are when they have the AWP at their disposal.
Yeah, I just don't like how Ghost, I mean, the first rounds, you can see how structured they were playing. They knew exactly what they're doing, and now that they don't really have a game plan, they're strung all over the place. That's actually a good pick on towards a Liege, but still probably not enough to get on towards either bomb site. They're still trapped towards mid, and a lot of guns being trained in their position. A double boost going forward with Stanislaw saying, thank you very much for the easy kills. B, this is really just chance at the moment. He does manage to get a dink, which is good. JDM also loses his life, but the AWP's been retrieved. Liquid stay alive. Good eco damage from Ghosts. But they need to show some direction on the back of this eco damage.
Yeah, Ghost disappearing in this game a little bit, and let's see if the spoopy. Let's see if they're able to get another round on the board. See if they do anything a little bit more deliberate in this round, or whether they're just going to continue to play defaulty. Smoke's flying out towards the top mid position. Looks like they went for that top mid smoke as well as the window smoke thrown by the jump throw, and Seb's going to extend up onto Catwalk. 3 people spamming connector, and they neutralize JDM just spamming through the smoke with AKs. That's beautifully done from them, but will they anticipate this boost of Stan up here? 2 playing aggressive up onto A and 2 playing aggressive onto Cat. They're giving up the B apps. They know how scared Connor's been playing ever since he got picked that one round by the AWPer, and Stan's firing a couple of shots. They're playing quite slow and just taking their time. They know that they had plenty of time on the Ghost side, and this is well played from them.
Yeah, it's much better. You can see that there's a game plan for them to be going instead of spreading out on a default. They wanted to take the mid area, and there's some good damage as well coming in from that lurk from B.
180 bink. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was insane.
But B still gets the kill, and the rest of Ghost Gaming, well, really not the rest. It was just Seb just cleaning up, and much better. Much, much better coming out from Ghost Gaming. As soon as they had that direction, as well as the pull trigger, they went for it, and they succeeded.
Save here from Liquid, so 7 rounds already from Ghost Gaming, provided that they don't have an even shakier anti-eco than we've seen previously. Really
don't
good.
Want to be having a shaky anti-eco with AKs.
Yeah, definitely not. Really, really good job neutralizing JDM in the connector there with just the spam of the AKs. Great job there from Ghost, and whoever's making the calls from them really sort of keeping them well prepared, keeping them on their toes, knowing what to expect from the Liquid side. ZQK, I'm getting a bit nervous for him going so aggressive. He is covered by that smoke, and Stan's not going to expect just an AWPer standing there in the open, so he's not going to push through, obviously, but still, always just makes me a little bit nervous when an AWPer gets very confident like that against pistols.
Unless it's one of the top 3 AWPers in the world.
No, even then.
Even then, you get nervous?
Still get nervous.
Fair. The one still close towards top mid. Slow progression play from Ghost. They just want to be clearing their lines, showing some presence towards B, making Liquid a little bit nervous. But eventually when that smoke fades, you can see Stanislaw is already pushing, so they know they're not towards B. It's going to be a stack on A site instead. And it's a matter of whether or not Ghost can get fast enough onto the A bomb site to get in.
Really good call here from Liquid. They made the the gamble push through B apps to confirm whether it's going to be A or B, and it's going to allow them to make a 4-man A stack on this bomb site. And it looks like Ghost is going to head up through the connector there. Be interesting to see if that was purely just the B apps push or whether that was a Liege calling that he heard one in Palace. So Liege instantly taking out B, and he's recovered an AK. If you don't want to give anyone an AK, it's a Liege. And 3 versus 4 here, players dropping like flies from Ghost, and easy call there. Great late round, great risk to push into that B app, some good little adjustment on the eco, and Ghost is definitely going to have to work on their anti-ecos, showing a bit of the Aussie CS tendencies here.
They just lost control of the map, and as soon as you see, it's like they try to take B apps and they just go, all right, Liquid aren't going to push this. That's just not respecting Liquid, because Liquid at a certain time, they will know the times that they need to push for information. And Stanislaw does that, gets so much information, then comes out behind the CD connector and just goes, oh look, 2 of them aren't even looking at me.
Yeah.
Easy kills. Ghost Gaming went too slow. They thought they had control of the map, and in reality, they had control of nothing at all. And Liquid just allowed a big lifeline. A Liege, see a Rix through the smoke. I wouldn't be surprised to see another flashbang coming through for Liquid, but they are just going to be playing in tandem together. Nope, there's a flashbang. They're pushing in towards A ramp. B loses the bomb as well. And the T's need to back out. Twist gets another kill. It's just looking way too easy for Liquid at the moment on the back of that. Complete slaughter.
It's a beautiful setup here from Liquid. They got control of mid. JDM, he AWPs top mid from connector, and once he doesn't see anybody actually contesting mid, they know, oh, they've just thrown, you know, a top mid smoke, or no one's really touching mid. Push up cat, let's get some information. We've got full mid control and there's nothing to be scared of. They leave that player on catwalk to control mid and just get information, make sure that there's no one taking mid, and then they're able to put 2 aggressive A ramp with JDM covering the apps for them. So nice little setup here, and here comes the B rush here from Ghost to see if they can try and get the plant down. Nitro with the AWP, easy shot on the first one. The 4 others sort of trailing behind. Nitro getting a little bit over aggressive here. I don't know if I like this position, but he should be able to fall off quite easily. Ooh, it's getting a little bit scary.
It's fine, it's got backup. This is not going to eventuate anything. There's no flashbangs to kind of blind themselves out as well, so it's just perfect covering fire. The bomb was spotted on the cross initially, and the only reason Nitro died was because he peeked with a meter 50 missed his shots. Yeah.
The voice of reason, Kevin Karatsu.
It was... You have to look at the utility. He spotted the bomb, so Liquid's going to start rotating. They know it's not going to be a fake. They know that it's on an eco after the first kill with pistols. And Nitro at this stage, yeah, probably shouldn't have peeked. He had his riflers backing him up, but he was confident he was going to get the kill. Didn't. Scoreline's tied. Ghost Gaming forcing in.
Third QK with the Galil. Very important round. They need to get on the board in this one, or they're going to have a little bit of a tougher half here. And JDM aggressive into the apps. Seb walking out early, but B in position to trade. Looked like a bit of a sloppy play there from Seb, but it doesn't really matter when you've got two players in position close, ready to trade you. And Liquid showing a strong tendency towards this A bomb site. Only 1 person on the other side of the map, and it is a little bit risky, but when your opponent in Ghost is not showing any tendency towards B, it's not too bad. You know that they are strong towards A, they like to go there, and Stan just getting all the information, leaving the B side completely open. And you see that player on the B side of the map, it is Rix, he's in underpass, expecting a bit of a push for info in this 4v4. Because a 4v4 generally favours the Ts, you will expect one of the players to sort of push as the CT side for information to sort of establish who's going where, or whether Ghost is going to go to whichever site. And Ghost playing it patiently, Rix and Stan playing a game of chess and checkers, as it seems Stan was playing chess.
Yep, and Rix was definitely nowhere near just figuring out. I mean, Rix had the right idea, but just didn't guess that Stanislaw actually pushed through mid. And there's actually a good rotation from Ghost, but I don't think it's good enough. They know what's up. Stanislaw knows what's up. Because, look, Twist, as soon as he goes, I've killed one towards B, Twist starts pushing A, and he goes, hey, they've backed off, guys. Guess where they're going to go? It's B site. And Stanislaw is going to hear absolutely everything B. You don't just whip out your knife halfway through, but he does go for the re-peek. Here we go. Allegiance in position. Nitro misses the shot. Molotov towards default. Good luck planning, guys. They have to risk pushing through towards short instead. And ooh, B does touch it. Nitro gets one. Now down towards a 1 and 2. Connor, he's got 2 angles to look at. And Twist. Oh no, Twist boshes the shots. Connor's down low, but you don't...
Brain's huge. Stanislaw's brain's huge, but still gets so close.
No, it was just more of Connor, you don't just whip out a grenade, because at that situation, you've killed one, you're expecting for the fast contact play to happen. He just takes out a grenade and decides to switch back to his gun.
It's sort of a 50-50 hindsight kind of thing, I think. It's not the most terrible play. It looks really foolish to do so in that scenario, but Nitro waits half more of a second for that peak and Connor wins that round. He has very low HP, so if he expects the fast contact play, unless he's confident hitting that 1B in about half a second with Nitro on the peak his advantage, I think the grenade is not too bad of a shot to go for winning that round. Looks like another contact A coming out here for Ghost, and ZQK making a lot of noise here in the Palace. Elite is going to hear that, and once again, Liquid playing fairly heavily towards that A site. Initially, they see nothing towards B. JDM spotting top mid, haven't seen anything, so they're going to push that third player over towards the mid and A area and leave B with the jump spot. Liege doesn't care, pushes into ZQK in Palace. He's sick of hearing the jump spot. And Connor with 2 nice entries, making this round competitive, but traded back by Stan. 3v3 here, and the smoke onto CT is going to let Ghost extend onto the side, but they've only got pistols, Kev.
They can still do some damage if they can retrieve the rifles, especially given that Allegia's rifle is quite close. Now, B's managed to sneak his way towards jungle. Liquid still have control of the CT area, and open plant is not possible because there is still the AWP from short. So as soon as Seb attempts it, there's no smoke to cover it. Expect for the AWP peak to come forward. No, it comes in too late. JDM, not sure where Nitro, not sure where the communication came forward, but Nitro comes in a little bit too late, and they managed to get the bomb plant down. And B is still lurking around. He's coming in from behind, as a matter of fact. Slowly, steadily crawling up. He's going to be getting the information. No one is looking towards CT. He's going to have to pull off something amazing. There's one kill, and there is the second as well. Beautiful trigger discipline, as well as play coming out from B. And now it's off to Nitro. He's just going to back out of there. Sick play coming out of B, who's definitely stepping it up for Ghost Gaming right now.
The stand-in going absolutely huge, or the substitute rather,
also,
to use the proper term.
Also, big shout out towards Connor there. He did a lot of work on the entry, so definitely making it up for probably that 50-50 players you did say, but definitely making it up in terms of those entries in B. You can just see at the moment, just waiting. All right, he gets one, pushing up, and he gets the second. A little bit more dice here on the second. I have a feeling that if it was Stanislaw, it would have been too quick taps, but got the job done at the end of the day. They're going to be happy with that. Rick's just going to be dumping an M4, decides an AK-47 towards the final round is better.
Wise decision. ZQK waiting for the flash to see if he can try to make a pick through the misthrown A-ramp smoke, but the smoke is totally fine. Interesting little setup here from Liquid. Playing heavily towards mid at the start. Ghost playing very passively. I'm not sure Ghost has a very good read on Liquid's economy. I think this kind of a passive play tends to lend itself towards a team that's anticipating a bad economy from the CTs with a couple of umps and pistols, sort of playing close angles, trying to go for a bit of a gimmicky push. But that's not the case for Liquid at all. They have full utility, they have full guns, and nice little smoke there from Nitro, throwing it from the short position, making it look like they're playing connector when in reality they're playing close, and the contact play with Nitro and Elige, the 1-2 combo, is so strong in this situation.
Yeah, and the Ghost Gaming just had to immediately run out. They can't do anything whatsoever, and Connor's just left on his lonesome to try to create something.
Yeah, Connor's definitely in a very important position here. He needs to get 1 or 2 or get himself into a really annoying position, but he's playing quite scared at this point. It's a 5 versus 4, 35 seconds, last round of the half. You need to take a risk in this scenario and try to pick someone, but Nitro hits into the corner of the ledge. Nice trade there from Rix, 3 versus 4 here in favor of Liquid, and they do have 2 on the A site, 2 on the B site. Play the bomb sites, and out comes Seb from Palace. Easy pick onto Twist, who was playing default, and it makes it a 3v3. Nice by Seb. Those are 2 key frags, and without those, this is not a Ghost round, and it's looking more and more like it.
Now Nitro has to try to retake coming in from the short area. ZQK gets the bomb plant down, but Seb gets taken out by Stanislaw. Will just take a bit of damage from the Molotov just to back out, but he's just waiting for his teammate to get in position. Only the single flashbang on the hands of Stanislaw. There's a flashbang, but there's no peak on the back of it to really flush out Stanislaw, so he's just still free to reign around, and Shadow's been spotted out. They know exactly where he is. They know where Rix is now as well. Stanislaw makes his move, but Stanislaw, can he turn around in time? No, he cannot. Rix able to calibrate, and Ghost Gaming taking the half, 8-7. they lost a little bit of direction there towards the mid stage, but great composure to actually come back and close out the half at the very least a little bit in their favor this time.
Yeah, I mean, we highlighted Connor as that sort of impact player in the mid part of that round, sort of expecting him to come up through connector, maybe punish Nastro for playing on top of the bricks and stuff. But he sort of stayed put, and in came Seb, emerging as a hero from the palace, as a prince perhaps, with the 2K onto the A bomb site, and he sweeps away the damsel, which is around.
Yep, so Ghost Gaming for now in the lead, but can they take the map? Find out after the break. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are currently in halftime between Liquid as well as Ghost Gaming. Ghost Gaming actually up 8-7, which is, I guess, a bit of a surprise considering that they did start on the T side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they got off to a strong start with a couple of rounds in the bag. Nice little adjustments there for the first gun round and the first pistol. But after the double AWP of Liquid got rolling and they got to sort of play their game a bit more, they definitely swept up some rounds. But some nice individual plays coming out from Ghost. Those XVX situations mostly going in their favor, apart from maybe the one with Connor where he was low HP 1 versus 2. Almost made that one work. So
absolutely,
definitely the key factor here from Ghost is the preparation and the individual plays in the clutch situations going their way quite often. So they're doing quite well to keep up with Liquid here, and if they're able to come out with a strong CT side, which they're going to need against a team like Liquid with you know, an IGL with the caliber of Stanislaw, they should be prepared on their T, and Ghost is going to need to be ready for that.
Yep, so the odds once again swinging more heavily in the favor of Liquid, even though after that half, Ghost showing that they are not too sloppy. They've done a little bit of the homework. I mean, they did drop off halfway through that T half, but it looks like they just calibrated themselves. The scary part for me, though, is that they are dropping a lot of anti-ecos. And this is something that they definitely need to fix. They either lose a lot of guns in their anti-ecos, or they're actually just outright losing it against basic pistols because they're getting out-pushed and out-read by Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, but in saying that, going 8-7 up in a half when you lost an anti-eco against Liquid is not too bad. I mean, it really tells the tale of how well structured that T side was from Ghost. Just not in terms of their overall strategy is just rolling over Liquid, but they're putting their players in the situations that they need to sort of capitalize on Liquid's positions, and they're sort of giving them an opening into the XVX situations, which they're capitalizing on and winning. So they're putting themselves in nice little positions, and let's see if they're familiar with how Liquid plays their T side. I mean, hopefully they have a nice little counter strat for the pistol round. Maybe Liquid might change it up a bit, make it a bit more interesting, but we'll see how we go here. I mean, yeah, as the odds said, you wouldn't really expect Ghost to have much of a chance in this match, but they're definitely making it competitive and interesting, and that always makes me excited.
I'd like to see a sick pistol setup for Ghost Gaming, and whether or not Liquid will react to it as well. So There we have it. B is actually going to be molled out, so he suspects that they've already... Oh, he knows that they've taken mid control already. Smoke over towards short. They're actually going in through CD connector, and Elise just jumping straight forward. He's going to land B. He has not heard anything at all. He's going to be caught out by surprise. So the hero of the T-pistol round, now I guess the fatality.
That's a beautiful pistol. I'm stealing that one. I love that from Liquid. The nice little Molotov into the window and then smoke up onto the cat. Couple flashes out mid, get themselves in advanced positions, and Elise practicing his lung jumping skills into the window. 3 versus 5 here for Ghost as they attempt to retake, but Liquid in beautiful positions. This is a triple plant going in for the flank on CT. Liquid has everything and they're not giving Ghost anything. Stan shooting them in the side, twist from connector. They've got so many good angles. He can't shoot on a 360 degree. The only place they didn't have someone was the firebox. So
Firebox and Palace.
Yeah.
And Balcony. But then, even then, if he did have it, there's nothing they can really do. And Elise just comes forward, makes a lot of noise, and B just goes, oh, is that someone else? Gets caught out in murder hole, gets slaughtered, gives a USP over, and Liquid take the round. Force from Ghost Gaming. CZs across the board in Deagle. Which is not too surprising to see these days, given the nerf change over both the 5.7 and the Tech 9.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, the CZs, in my opinion, it wasn't even that much worse. It wasn't even worse than the 5.7. It was sort of my pistol of choice anyway, even though the 5.7 was quite strong. Kind of getting flashed out and neutralized there by twists, and not to bash on anybody individually at all, but I'd say the player who definitely is not stepping up here for Ghost and who needs to make a bit of a change on this CT side with the AWP is ZQK. He's having a bit of a struggle as it can be on that T side. Probably making a few sacrifices. We saw him with the AWP very, very little, and he's kind of known as a primary AWPer. So on the CT side, this should be his opportunity to shine, and he had a bit of a struggle in the game yesterday, so let's see how he makes the adjustment. It's his turn to take a bit of the weight off Ghost's shoulders once we start to head into these gun rounds. Liquid making a bit of a split up short here, and we do have 3 players in this B bomb site. This could be very bad for them.
Yeah, so there you have it. The ninja position's been revealed, but he can't get a kill still. No kills across the board yet. Heavy, heavy damage done. They're spraying into the smoke, but there's no one there. It's all up towards poor Seb. He's made a lot of noise. No Stanislaw is there as well, but Stanislaw can just hold outside the vent position and just guns him down. So all guns up for Liquid. Damage done, but they keep all the guns forward, which means that they can build up more bank in the economy. And Ghost, they will have nothing to work with but just these silenced USPs of theirs.
Yeah, definitely. That's what you see a lot of the time from a team of the caliber such as Liquid, is even when they make the wrong call, they just do it so right that it doesn't matter.
They just clear out all the lines correctly. They're able to calibrate, and I think that's just what it boils down towards. Communication is just clear as day and night. A lot of the time with Ghost Gaming, you could see that they were being surrounded and they didn't know what to do. They almost could change it around. JDM's going to be in a water hurt. He's run out of bullets. He has to hold off against all these opponents. Nearly gets knifed as well, but Rix decides to put him out of his misery. They now know that everyone's towards mid. Then they get a Mac 10 out of it, and it's just going to be a clean up for Liquid right now. They've got the AKs, they've got the guns. Ghost Gaming, they've got nothing.
Bit of a scissors paper rock in general today on Mirage. We're seeing a lot of the CTs. They'll either, they expect a contact out A or a contact out mid on that anti-eco. Ooh, nice little nade there from Twist. See, bit of the twist of the wrist with that nade off the crate and takes out his opponent. Nitro just going and neutralizing Rix, but the amount of times today, even in that Rogue versus Optic game, we've seen an A stack or a mid stack, and then the team goes to the other place, and it's just a bit of a slaughter through connector as the players either, the ecoing CTs try to run through connector into mid or through connector into A, and they just get absolutely rolled. So let's see if ZQK with the glass cannon can make a big impact in this round. I'm going to have to see some nice things from him if Ghosts are going to get a foothold in this game. Very limited utility from the CTs and a couple of SMGs. That's exactly what we need to see from ZQK. A couple more of those and we can really get an interesting game here between Liquid and Ghosts. Slightly misses the next shot on Nitro, and Rix punishing Stanislaw for that aggression into window.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Normally, that was actually quite an intriguing play because I think they were suspecting, jungle smoke coming up that no one will be looking towards there. JDM, he tags him through the edge of the wall, but he's very, very low right now. This is up to Nitro to make a move. He doesn't have enough HP to do so as well. JDM does manage to hit the shot. ZQK can't get the trade.
Yeah, That was a bit interesting. Nitro trying to aggress where Stanislaw failed to, and ZQK posted up on this A ramp position. Actually, he's going to play a bit more of a passive angle, give Nitro a bit more room. JDM, pardon me, as he has very low HP. See if 1 or 2 bullets catches him stray in the elbow or somewhere, and he's able to die. And we'll move into the next round, perhaps, unless he's going to pull off something monumental here.
I don't think so. He's trapped out in the open. They know exactly where he is. So the only thing they can really do right now is just further damage, and won't be able to achieve that. B finally takes him out. So Ghost do take the first buy round.
They pick up the double AWP with him going for that. So it's interesting to see how they're going to utilize that. Interesting to point out that B, being the fill-in, is definitely holding his own, fragging up there with some of the Liquid players. So very, very well done from him.
It was initially B's money crew, so you got to earn the respect from the boys if you're going to be channeling that money in.
Oh,
speaking of money, that's not how you make bank, as ZQK fails on that initial contact, which is probably about standard on paper. JDM is a much stronger AWPer than ZQK.
JDM's stronger AWPer than most people, especially in his region, and he's done very well to prove that there in that round. Pound for pound, showing that he can make the impact play, makes it a 5 versus 4, which is exactly what you want from your T-side AWPer. This makes it such a struggle for the CTs. They have to start going aggressive, or they have to make a stack on a site. They're playing far too passively for my liking here, Kev, and they're not making any moves towards Liquid, which they would be punished for given Liquid's setup right now. They're playing very passively, but unless Ghost makes a push into this round, tries to take a risk, go for some aggression and even up the odds, they're going to lose this round anyway.
Yeah, I would like to see B take that AWP a little bit further, but you can see as an anchor of the B side, he's not actually progressing any further. Now he's taking a brief glimpse out, but it's too late to catch a lead sneaking into connector. Bomb has had a lot of time to move around, and they are gambling correctly on the bomb side, which is going to be A, only a single person watching it from far back at Ticket, which is going to be Seb. He's going to be looking to charge a mission in the cost of smoke grenades and flashbangs. Lige has managed to sneak his way through. Single Molotov towards Sandwich just to make sure there's no cheeky counter-terrorist hiding. Smokes and flashbangs popping forward. There's the grenade coming out from the Ticket area. B gets another kill, but Lige gets the trade. So look at that. Even then, Lige comes in, but then there's another peek coming in from JDM as well. Plant's going to go down. Connor, he got read like an absolute book, and there's nothing that Ghost Gamer can do at this stage. I mean, even with Rix with a pick, I still reckon they should back out of here. There's nothing they can do. Instead, loses his life. Rix is stuck in the middle of nowhere.
If you're a new team and you get the early pick in a round and you're not really sure of how to close it out, that would be a good round to watch. That was clinical from Liquid. Did everything that they needed to do. Got Lige into connector and went for that A split after forcing the CTs to play passively. They waited to punish the potential aggression, which never came, and they didn't wait too long. They made sure that they made good use of their time. By a minute, Lige was into connector, gave themselves another 30 seconds to get the rest of the boys around to A, and got Lige being baited for by Stanislaw from Palace, just in case there was a guy at jungle, and everything went right. Making all the right moves, using all the right utility, and making beautiful use of their time. And it's forced Ghost to go on an eco in such a crucial round. It's good to see they played that so disciplined.
That's what you expect out of Liquid, though, especially when it's coming down towards this scoreline, where they just go, all right, maybe we should just tighten up the screws a little bit. Let's just play it smart. So, utilizing the correct numbers, that's a decent grenade. It had the right intentions, but it didn't catch anyone. It is going to be a heavy A stack. All of Ghost Gaming just going to be joining hands with the power of friendship. Pushing towards A ramp eventually to suss out there's actually no one there.
I was about to say before and go off on a little tangent, but I stopped myself, is that when you said B's making the boys respect him, I picture them as some kind of gang, and then you go, they were holding hands in friendship.
The gangsters, but they have like friendship bracelets and they're holding hands, and with the power of friendship, they'll take this round, but unfortunately, it's not to be.
So they go back to drinking heavily and glassing each other whenever they have an argument.
Oh, no. No. Counter-Strike players don't do that. They just go, nah, I played it perfectly, you did everything wrong. And, well, Liquid, they're just going to go straight towards the B site. So this was ultimately really a throwaway round. Liquid have been so good at sussing out these anti-ecos. They just make, once again, all the right positional plays in Stanislaw. Just chilling out, Probably just boiling the water, debating what tea that he wants to make for himself as he's just camping out by himself.
Probably stroking his spiky hair. He's got that like shaved haircut where like, oh, kind of like the side of your head, Kev, when it's like spiky when you touch it. It's beautiful.
It's anti-grav for some reason, whereas blood goes flying everywhere as Rick's head's been taken off, and Connor, just very, very nervous, has to look at 3 different angles. He's just hoping to get a single gun, but Liquid, they didn't even present that opportunity.
They just go home.
Yep. Liquid just go, you know what? We don't need to risk any guns at the moment outside of, you know, smart hunting. You can see it's just other people. Let's not go towards market or checkers because there's just too many unknown variables. Let's just take the fight where we know we can. Stanislaw had the information, called it, Twist goes on the hunt.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful anti-eco there from Liquid. And Ghost's money a little bit too poor to actually buy up into this round. A bunch of their players had about 3,000, so they're going to have to concede the 13th round for Liquid, and it's going to mean basically that in doing this, you're basically like saying, all right, we have to beat Liquid on about 5 or 6 gun rounds in a row because their money is so good at the moment. Might be a little bit different if JDM keeps buying that AWP and they win the rounds fairly cleanly, but it's definitely going to be an uphill struggle from Ghost. But props to them. At least they've made Liquid respect them, especially playing with a stand-in at this point. B, baiting for Connor. Connor just needs to come around that corner with all guns blazing and he's going to take out JDM, but he waits a little bit too long, but B spotting once again. This is why I get nervous when the AWPers go aggressive like this. Both of them have done it, both ZQK and JDM, trying to punish any potential aggression from the pistolers, and Connor moving exactly like Stanislaw. We've been here before, Kev.
I think Connor has been seen though, because just even the edge of the smoke of the Molotov, I think his outline was traced, and Liquid know exactly where he is at the moment. The game's up. Molotov's coming forward. He's being torched, and there's a flank coming forward. Connor, he was either going to burn or get shot in the back, and there it looks to be a counter lurk right now, and B has no idea where to look, but Seb is going to be taken down. Legion knew exactly the correct timing as Stanislaw just stuck towards Catwalk. B needs to get the kill. He does manage to land the kill, so he will be able to retrieve an AK-47 and save it, and the rest of his buddies will be looking to try and hunt and grab a few rifles for themselves.
Not that they need it at this point in the game. Coming around to the last couple of gun rounds to go, and if Ghost isn't able to convert any of these, then Liquid's going to run away with it, and Ghost's only been able to secure 1 round on their CT side so far, so definitely their T side looking a little bit more fine-tuned, and Liquid acting like the well-oiled machine that they are. Ghost making the mistake of playing a little bit too well and making Liquid tighten things up and respect them a little bit more, and it's going to mean that Ghost's going to have a much tougher task trying to get a foothold back into this game and then closing it out afterwards.
That's ultimately the most important thing as well for Ghost. You're not going to learn anything unless you make these plays to force Liquid to play respectfully, because that's when you're playing proper Counter-Strike. You don't learn anything if, oh yeah, we took a round against Optic that's pushing against us, where Alu just decides to wipe peak mid, where everyone decides to wipe peak mid. You don't learn anything from that, but in this match where Liquid is forced to slowly execute, Ghost Gaming can go back to the demos, review what they did right, what they did wrong. They can learn and progress from here. So it's really, you got to look at it as a journey, not the destination.
And it's not over yet. Let's see what Ghost has got to show us. Contact A coming out on from Liquid. Nitro falling out of Palace there. Hopefully he didn't hurt himself as the rest of Liquid coming out. Double Molotov, beautiful from Liquid there, neutralizing Zed's retake position. JDM punishing ZQK for getting a bit too aggressive up through the jungle area, and it's a 4 versus 3 here in the favor of Liquid.
They can't even save. Look at that hunt that's coming in from Stanislaw as well. It's coming in from behind, knows no one's towards B. Ghost Gaming, they're going for this, but after they lose the other member, B actually takes out Nitro completely blind, sprays him down. So the CT still might go for this, but Stanislaw comes in from behind, gets one, and Rick's just dancing on the stairs, loses his life as well. They know where the last one is, and he's going to be boxed in right now. B, nothing he can do. Economy completely shut down. Maybe only B who can buy. That's about it.
Needs to get himself an AWP and show the boys what he's made of, but yeah, I mean, it's got to be so hard going against Liquid. I would say that that push from Nitro, perhaps a little bit unlucky considering B was a little bit blind, and he was in a bad position playing close to that CT smoke, but it wasn't necessarily necessary. And it made it a 3 versus 3, but as you'll learn playing against Liquid, it's a bit like fighting, a multi-headed Hydra. As soon as you punish one guy from doing something and you cut its head off, Stanislaw's behind you and he's killing all of you. And another semi-force here from Ghost with the pistol armor, but it's not going to be enough. Liquid looking really disciplined against his anti-ecos.
Here comes Elige, prowling through CD Connector right now. Is he going to spot out the edge of ZQK? If Elige, I think, shifts a little bit more to the right, he would spot him, but he doesn't spot him, and ZQK will be able to get the very easy close-range P250 kill. There's a flashbang. It's a good flashbang, but it's not good enough because Nitro hides behind, ducks behind cover. Good trades, though, actually working in the favor of Ghost Gaming so far. They still have control of the map. Not any law, though, because Stanislaw decides to strike like a cobra. And everything is reset.
3 versus 3 here, definitely favouring the CTs. They've got the utility, they've got the weapons, and they've got the looks as the CTs spread out everywhere. Connor in this jungle area, seeing if he can get a glimpse on anything. Stanislaw, are you still in Palace? Is there anyone in mid? I need some information as Seb wanders under balcony. B playing very defensively there on B, and he's not even jump spotting for info, which is interesting as they go for an execute onto the A bomb site. JDM taking a little bit of a look on the flank, smoke out onto jungle and Molotov out onto sandwich and under Balk. Twist rips the head off of Seb. Unfortunately, that bink wasn't good enough for you, Seb, as you didn't have an AK. And Connor trying to capitalize on that damage dealt.
Oh, he spotted Stanislaw. He will be able to get the kill there. Twist is so low. If he sprays through just a little bit more to the left, but he won't be able to do it. B will actually get the pick on towards Twist, and it's been a turnaround because now it's a 1-on-2 with JDM. High flashbang. JDM completely blind, still hiding behind Firebox. Ooh. Now the CT's pushing forward. He hears one. Off with B's head. Now down towards a 1-on-1. Connor, will he jump up and try to take the chance, or will he push in? JDM still AWP out. Doesn't know how much HP Connor is, and just dancing around as the tango to the death right now. But what a scope coming out from JDM. It's going to mean Liquid's going to secure match point. What a play coming out from both sides. I feel a little bit bad for Connor. He was doing the right thing. He was trying to bait JDM into coming forward, but JDM just that little bit better.
Feel bad for Connor. That's 2 1v1s in a row that he's kind of lost to very close sort of circumstances. That wasn't a bad play whatsoever. It's the problem that he's playing against Liquid, he's playing against JDM. You know, an experienced player is going to wait for the opponent to push. If he's playing against, you know, a premier level opponent, that guy's going to panic. He feels like he's pinned down into a corner and he's going to push out, try to kill him with the pistol. So Connor's waiting for that, but because he's playing against a Liquid player, it's a little bit different. JDM's going to wait for that.
Yeah, so unfortunate for Connor, but once again, Connor played that correctly.
I would say.
It was a 50-50 situation from there, especially considering the JDM.
He had low HP again, like both of these 1v1s. I hope he doesn't kick himself too much, because I feel like he played both of them fairly reasonably, but you just got to be unlucky sometimes. He had low HP in both of them and wasn't able to come out against JDM or Nitro, and those were big impact rounds. If he wins either of those 1v1s, this score could be reversed.
I don't think reverse, but I think Ghost would. I still don't think reversed. I still believe it would be, you know, Liquid heavily in the favor. But that was actually a good round from Ghost because that was actually in the base of pistols as well. So now they've got a full buy coming in towards potentially what could be the final round. Oh no, ZQK is completely blinded. Nothing he can do with the AWP. He's shut down. B side fully open. Connor, a lot of work to do. Just dancing around at Van right now, waiting for Archers. Good flick from B, showing how it's done. And Twist has been spotted out. Connor decides to try to duck back down to position B. Saved by Rix. JDM now locking down the line with the AWP as Twist decides to bust out. Takes down Connor. Action has slowed down. Bomb actually flying all the way back towards A site. They're booking it, and they're going to be flying past the CTs as well. Rix coming in just a little bit too late. Twist striking at B at the same time as well. Now down towards a 3-2 match point. There's not much that Ghost Gaming can really do. Stanislaw is pushing forward and will catch Rix off timing because Twist making too much noise. Now it's all down towards Seb. He has no idea where to look on this 1-on-3, and I think it's all over. It's been a good showing, but unfortunately, not good enough as JDM closes it out.
Good showing there from Ghost. I mean, they definitely showed what they were made of, and they can take it against Liquid. And I think after this match, we should definitely start the petition for B to be a starting player on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, really, so far, once again, like, the criticism has to be leveled at ZQK. If B is filling in and doing a job better with as an AWP than your primary AWPer / IGL, then there has to be questions asked. It's not just, you know, it's just a one-off bad performance. It's been consistent poor performances coming out from ZQK at the moment, where the rest, sure, you know, they're fluctuating hot and cold, but not to the extent where ZQK just seems to be cold all the time.
Yeah, it didn't really show us too much apart from the odd pick or two in that game, and granted, he didn't have the AWP very much on the T side, but going up against JDM, he had absolutely nothing to show us. And impressive play from a couple of impact plays from Seb. Very nice play from B all around. And Rick's not doing too bad on the lurk on the T side. Definitely a defining factor in a lot of those rounds. And even Connor didn't play too badly. I felt bad that he lost a couple of XVXs that could have been a little bit different had circumstances gone differently. And might have even turned the tide of the game, in my opinion. Kev can agree to disagree.
Oh, I'd agree with that, actually. So you're right, though. Given that situation towards the B side where it was a 50-50, I would have gambled on the fact that I would have kept my gun out because I'm expecting the guy to push me. But Liquid, there's so much experience that he could either instantly push you or he can walk you and play smart. So you can never know with that kind of situation. Yeah,
you can kind of make an estimated guess when you're playing against a less Liquid with Elige rather, with that nice little one tap through the smoke. That was beautiful. But you can kind of make the guess that against a less experienced player, they're just going to run at you and try to take your head off because that's the main thing that you'd expect. But in that scenario, you're just going up against a higher caliber player, and B with a nice lurk play. That was a really, really defining moment in getting these last 2 rounds for Ghost. I love that pistol on the T side from Liquid. That's a stealer right there.
Yeah, this is JDM's attempt on that 1-on-4. Didn't really work out for them, but it really just boiled down towards it's just the map control. You could see it was clear as night and day between Ghost Gaming and Liquid on both sides, where every single time it just felt like Ghost Gaming on their T side, they were losing map control on their CT side. Yeah, so here we are. Here's the 1-on-1. So Connor, he was waiting, he was playing around, he was dancing around the box, but it just wasn't enough. He was trying to draw JDM into him because he knew he had the rifle, but at the end of the day, he had to eventually make a play. It didn't work out because of JDM's amazing reactions.
Yeah. You can't kick yourself too much, and there's not too much demo review to be done. I think the main thing to take away from this by Ghost is that their CT needs a little bit of work and maybe a little bit of a faster adjustment in that T side. They were in firm control of it, and they let it slip a little bit too much. So a couple of key XVXs going the way of Liquid in the second half, although a couple of key XVXs went the way of Ghost in the first half. So, and not losing that anti-eco next time, and definitely could have taken out this map. So a couple of key mistakes, but not key mistakes that you'd see from a rookie team that you can easily go, that's just amateur stuff. This is more sort of we need to fine-tune this. We need to put this cog in a little bit different of a place or make it spin a little bit faster instead of it being completely off and rolling off into the distance.
Well,